Okay. Hi guys. So here I'm making a video for the roast recipe that I have. Here I buy a roast from Sam's Club and it comes with two. Um, this is what the label is, beef chuck roast. They're pretty good size, so what I normally do is that I cook one, which is this one, the biggest one, and then the other piece I just wrap it up in a freezer bag, and then I save it for, another meal, for meal prep or for my family. I use chicken broth but reduced sodium. These are pretty inexpensive at Walmart. Worcestershire sauce gives it some good flavor. Some garlic powder, onion powder. These run you about like 99 cents at Walmart. Bay leaves. If you don't have bay leaves, that's okay. You can omit it. And then I have black pepper and some kosher salt. If you use regular salt, that's fine. Just be careful not to put like too much. So here I have my crock pot. I have it on low for now. Have it connected, and then I also have on my my chopping board, I have some onion that I just chopped up. This onion was really big, so I just used like about a fourth of it, and I sliced it. Like, pretty nice thickness. Not too thin, not too thick. I also have some olive oil, and then I'm gonna turn on my heat, get it a little bit warm on a saute pan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sear the meat. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this open so I could start to sear it. What I like to do also is season it while it's on here, so that I could get that one side really nice and seared. So here's my garlic powder. You could be generous because, you want that meat to be flavorful. Here's my onion. If you don't have the onion powder, it's fine. As long as you have something to season it with that you like, would be pretty good. Here I have my kosher salt. The kosher salt, I prefer it more than the other salt, just because the thickness of it is really nice to where I could just pinch it and then put the amount that I want. You could also use sea salt, Himalayan salt, anything you have on hand, just to season your meat. My pepper grinder, let's see how I could do this. I think I could. Trying to hold the camera. And then here's some pepper. I like to be very generous with the pepper. I'm like, let's see how I could do this real quick. Let's see, there you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. Let me check my pan. My pan is really hot. I use my hand just to check it to see it's pretty hot. Okay. And then you can use olive oil. You can use any oil you have that's, like canola, olive oil. Light olive oil is pretty good too. And then now I'm just gonna get my meat. And then you're gonna sear it facing down on the seasoning. And you want to hear that sizzle. That's how you know gonna give it a good caramelization on the meat on that side, okay? And just leave it here for a couple of minutes, and then what I do is that I start to season the other side as well. So same thing, garlic powder, onion powder, kosher salt, and black pepper. Here's my onion powder. And let me go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to make another part video to send you guys, okay? Hi guys, I'm back. So this is continuation part 2 for the recipe of chuck roast beef, okay? I have it on like a medium high. It does get a little messy, but don't worry about that. Here on the saute pan, you could see that the oil is like, you know, searing your meat pretty well. That's when you know that it's probably time to flip over. It will be a little tough to handle, but you see that? That's some beautiful caramelization. Good searing right there. Good crust. Looks delicious. And you flip it over. Make sure you season that other side before you do. And then just leave it there for a couple, maybe like 2 more minutes. And for now, after this, we're going to put it on the crock pot. I already have my crock pot ready to go. It's on low. And we'll put it on high after we put it in there and we put the rest of the ingredients. This will probably take about, I'm estimating like maybe 4 to 6 hours if you have it on high. So typically if you want to do meal prep for like Monday, I would suggest to do this like on a Saturday. Or, no, you could do it on a Sunday, because then you could just get all your, have the roast ready, put it in there, just let it cool, and then put your vegetables and your carbohydrates on the side, and you'll be set. You'll be ready to go. So it looks pretty much almost ready. Let me go ahead and make the third video, just because I want you guys to make sure to sear it really well on both sides. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. So here's the meat. It's ready to go. Let me get another tool to help me like pick it up. So you want to see both sides to be really nice and pretty and caramelized. So what I do is that I lift it up, I take it to my crock pot, and then I just place it in the middle, okay? I'll get my cameraman to see a better shot. So it's good. Right now, what you can do is just put the lid on, leave it on low, and then now we're going to start to come to this side. And you see the juices and all that, like all the crustiness, and this is flavor. So what you want to do is put it on low on the heat, and then we're gonna add some chicken broth. Just maybe like, if you really want to measure it out, like maybe half a cup. And then a couple sprinkles of Worcestershire sauce. And what I do is I wait until it looks dark, and then that's when I stop. I'm one of those people that cooks and I don't measure too much, but as long as it looks kind of dark, you're pretty good. I add a little bit of onion powder, okay. I add some garlic powder, the same ones. And then this is when I add my onions. my little slices of onions, and then I just stir it. And then that's when I raise up the heat about maybe medium heat, just so it could start to cook. You just want the onions to be a little bit soft. So that's what we're looking for. And what I do is I make sure that the liquid is getting all that crustiness that the meat left, because that's gonna add some flavors to your meat while it's cooking in the crock pot. All right, guys, I am back. Here are my onions. You could tell they're a little bit like not see-through, but a little bit cooked, soft, you might want to call that. It did reduce down, but what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit more chicken stock, chicken broth, probably like right there. And then you're just gonna stir it, and it's actually ready to go. This is gonna go on inside of the crock pot just so you could get some nice juices. I actually want to add a little bit more Worcestershire sauce, a couple sprinkles, and I'm gonna open my crock pot where I have the roast and just put it in there. Okay, and it's just gonna go right on top. Trying to shake it off. Okay. This is the part when I add, I have a mess. This is the part when I add the bay leaves. If you don't have it, don't worry. It's, you know, I'm not gonna throw it off or anything like that. What I do is that I add about 2 leaves. This is a good size, so I'll just put 2. If you think that you need more chicken broth just to have, you know, some more steam and all that to cook, you can add it. And then I just close it. And then I will put it on high. If you do on high, I think it should take about 4 hours or 4.5 hours to cook. Leave it there. Once in a while you could come back and check on it. What we're looking for is for it to be just really nice and soft, to where you could grab 2 forks and just, you know, spread it apart, really nice and soft. And yeah, so this is the last part of the recipe. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions.